Hello listeners, welcome back for another interesting story. Leave your thoughts in the comment section.
Am I the a-hole for telling my girlfriend that I told her so? After one of her male friends tried to get with her, my girlfriend and I have been together for about a year now. My girlfriend has more than a few guy friends. I'm not one of those guys that thinks men and women can't be friends. However, with two of these guys, it's very clear that they want more than just friendship from her. Like clear as day, to the point where I don't get how she doesn't see it. If I can notice just by the weird energy they try to exude when I'm present, she should be able to get too, right? Wrong. Anytime I have pointed this out, she gets upset with me. She tells me that I am being jealous and reading into things that aren't there. I argue back that I'm just letting her know, and as a guy, I can probably tell much better than she can, since women tend to be a little slow regarding things like this. So 2 nights ago, she was hanging out with her friends and this guy was present. From what she told me, they were all drinking and he said some things that implied he'd want to be with her. She was made uncomfortable by this and the night ended shortly after. Fast forward to yesterday morning. She got a series of texts apologizing for what he said, and then backpedaling and saying he would treat her so much better than me, and she's wasting her time with me. She of course said no and was upset with him. After she told me, I just read the texts and simply said, "Wow, who could have seen this coming?" a bit sarcastically. This set her off and she got mad. She said that I was being such a huge a-hole to her, and she had no way of seeing this coming. She's been pissed at me since. I may be the a-hole because this very clearly upset her. I get that sarcasm when someone is already a little upset has a chance of making it worse, but I was just trying to be funny. However, she viewed this as me kicking her while she was down.
Here are the top comments.
I'm just letting her know, and as a guy, I can probably tell much better than she can, since women tend to be a little slow regarding things like this.
Wow, as a woman this was extremely revelatory. Now I know that whenever I need to determine if something a man says to me is just a sincere, harmless compliment vs. him subtly hitting on me, I can just ask someone with a faster brain to help me out. Yay, I learned something today. You're the a-hole. Edit. To all of the people below going, but women do this to men too. I don't condone that either, nor does it make OP's above statement any less offensive. Sweeping generalizations about gender are not effective tools when communicating with your partner about interpersonal issues. It's about as helpful as an "I told ya so" to your upset partner who just lost a friend when their trust was violated.
I read the title and knew he was the a-hole. Also, all the men saying that obviously men know better, because frankly, I've seen men defend absolute creeps as friends for years. Apparently men only know men better sometimes.
Not to defend him at all, but an outside perspective is always easier.
Yeah, I feel like people are jumping on the "you're the a-hole" train a little hastily over a poorly articulated thought. I took his comment to mean that guys, being guys, in general have more insight into what other guys are up to when they are interacting with women than women do, and thus implicitly the converse, that women, being women, have more insight into what other women do when they are interacting with men than men do. He just didn't do a good job of expressing what he meant. He doesn't say how old he is, but from context, I'm assuming he could be as young as early 20s, maybe even late teens, so maybe he could be cut some slack for not yet being as erudite as he could.